Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Soulstone Survivors. This is a game that you guys have probably seen me cover before, but it was quite a while back. This one I actually got as a gift from a viewer. Just in case you guys are wondering where it's sourced, it is not sourced from the devs, although they did send me a key. I actually gave that to another creator so that they can create content with it as well. And yes, I made sure it was someone who was actively going to create content. And yes, that is better than having them have to scrap the key. But the devs have actually been really cool. They've been really nice. They've actually contacted me and told me that 1.0 was releasing ahead of time. I didn't have time to record it though, and it has been quite a while since I played last. There's now a story. There's now an introductory experience. The release of Void King is a thing. That was like their big 1.0 release. It looks like they are also making another game that I haven't checked out. I'll have to look that one up, but we're gonna jump on in. This is a Survivor-like, vampire Survivor-like, if you want to like be weird about it, even though that wasn't the first game in this type of genre. These have been around since the Flash era. But we've got story. I've turned the voice up, music, and
Sir,
SFX down.
You arrived just
so you
in
can hear
time.
them.
The hunters await you within the sacred chamber.
And why have I been summoned, soldier?
The Weaver, sir. She found a way to open the primordial portal. A chance to break through to the netherworld itself.
Well, I never thought I'd see the realm of banishment in my lifetime. My battle axes. I must see this for myself.
Here, sharpened and ready for battle.
If this is true, we finally have a chance to bring an end to the Void King.
For the Dawnstone.
The light that must never fade. How does the Weaver plan to open the portal?
She would not say. She insisted that only a few of us would be able to go through.
Ha! So long as I am one of them, it won't matter. The Void King shall taste my blade.
Oh, and that's all the dialogue there. Before I touch that thing right there, yes, I have played the game before, so I do know basics about like the skills and controls and stuff like that, but it has been a while, so things have probably been rebalanced. I will make bad decisions, don't worry about it.
Stay here, soldier. Guard the Dawnstone. No matter what happens, the Great Void must remain imprisoned. And remember, even the darkest night
Must yield to the dawn. I will be here upon your return, sir.
Yay! And yes, this is just the introduction to the tutorial. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing more. I will try to include some of the actual progression part in this.
To grace us with your presence, barbarian.
We have waited for centuries for this moment. A few seconds more are of no consequence.
Enough! Let us waste no more time. The Void King waits beyond this gate. Let us not keep him waiting. Begin the ritual. Void Hunters, brothers and sisters in arms, tonight we have a chance to fulfill our oath.
Through the darkness, we rise.
To venture deep into the netherworld and dethrone the Void King.
Through the great void, we endure.
To honor the Hunters and uphold their sacred charge.
Through the hunt, we thrive.
To fight until the light shatters the last shadow, until our final breath is taken.
Through the Dawnstone, we ascend.
It is done. The portal is open.
It's time to end his influence over the living realm once and for all.
Death to the Void King! Onward, Hunters! Charge!
That thing over on the right, by the way, is the introductory screen. That's why I was looking at it. But in we go. I have not done the tutorial beyond just this little introductory like discussion part.
Something is wrong. Where are the others? For their sake, I must press on.
But yeah, I haven't done much past that little introductory thing in the 1.0 version. I have played the earlier versions of the game. So, as far as this goes, these are actually all kind of, well, Agile's not bad, but I'm going to go with Expansive just because it makes our swing bigger. So we can kill more of these guys faster. I would like some way, if possible, and we just procced something. But yeah, I would like, some way to do more damage and stuff like that. And I wish there was a way to skip this, but generally speaking, you're only going to encounter this on your first time playing, so I figured it's fair to show it. slams the ground around you, causing damage and applying Shattered. Shattered is an armor reduction, which is actually kind of nice. We've got, I would also like a larger gather area. We'll eventually get that. Causing damage based on the number of stacks of finesse on you. I think we go for this one. This one's kind of neat, but I think this one's going to be a little bit more useful for us. This is higher damage versus softening enemies.
Yes.
Dog power, mind to claim. I do have to wonder how many times they talk during a normal playthrough, though. We're going to go for multicast, I believe. Because it's all about that DPS. If they can't touch you, they can't hurt you. That is just kind of where we're looking at there. And yes, you can see the bar at the bottom being my XP. Let's go for a powerful strikes.
Pain and power, inseparable.
And just, yeah, we're doing okay damage now. Now, as far as the other skills... Damage based on your block power. Slams your body in the target direction, causing damage. Damage is multiplied based on your prowess. This one might actually be a good combo for us because we're already doing prowess. I mean, yeah, we're doing a prowess build so far. And then there's Lightning Bolt, which is actually kind of nice. Traits devastating, but Electrified is not bad either. We could actually go into more details here if we wanted to. And Electrified, whenever you cast a skill, consumes 12 stacks of Electrified to release multiple jolts of electricity that move in random directions. Basically, it's a dazed applier. This one is good. Yeah, we'll stick with a prowess build. We'll focus in on one stat and make it all the way to the top. Unfortunately, there are different element types, so we have to be kind of aware of that. Out of these, oh, I want this. But multicast is going to be more useful. As far as our directional one, which is the body slam. Ooh. Oh, man. I'm going to go with multicast again.
Pain and power.
And about half the time, we'll multicast everything. And I'm going to go ahead. Settings. Audio. And this says it enables game voiceover or disables it. Even if this option is disabled, cutscenes and important moments will have voice lines. So I'm holding them to that. We don't have to keep hearing them go, yes. We don't have any rerolls or banishes, so we kind of have to stick with what we got. Throws daggers, double slash, bulwark, block power, and gain bulwark and finesse. Which is bulwark increases the block power for 1 by 1 for 6 seconds, and finesse increases the multicast chance. So finesse is not bad for us. Haste increases our movement, though. But I think out of these, we actually want double slash. We're not really interested in moving super quick just yet. We will eventually get there. That has a duration on it. I think we go for... Ooh. I think we go for a bigger area. We generally want to get our area to be the screen. That's one of my strategies. At least it was before this went into 1.0. As far as these go, I think we just go for powerful strikes. We're not going for crit yet. We might later if we can get some good crit chance things. But right now we do not. Now, as far as this map goes, we do actually have a map up there in the top right that I could probably be going for. Flying stun. Stun is kind of nice, but we have a finesse builder here, so I guess we'll just go with finesse. And yes, we will go until we're full on skills. I think we can actually block it from giving us those if we want. As far as these, powerful strikes. I would like the multicast, but I do need more damage on each of my casts anyway. Looks like we are already sitting at a screen. Increase the damage modifier on double slash, or we go for more just AoE things. I think we go ahead and boost double slash. And I think we actually start heading towards these things on the map now that we have an actual build. We'll come back for that, or we'll find a bit of resources there. And this is... for objects around the map to collect void fragments and open the door to the Void King. Okay, so we have to do these to actually proceed forward. We got some bosses there, it looks like. And yes, this is the tutorial, so it's gonna probably be relatively easy. That gets us some void fragments. Our objective is over there on the right, by the way. Causing damage based on the number of stacks of finesse you have. I think out of the two of these... They're both very directional. They're both... This one's worse damage, but it increases with each stack. Right now, we have... How many stacks? I don't actually know. I wouldn't be able to see how well we're generating those. But subdue... We're going to go with ground break. It's just more flat damage, and we're going for modifiers anyway. Oh, geez. Thank you. Out of these, we go with area modifier. Yeah, we're not building too much here. How are we looking here? Skill breakdown. We can actually see how much damage they're doing. Passive skills, nothing there. Our block power is going up. Where are the rest of these things? It doesn't look like we actually have too much to go with right now, so we'll go ahead and kill a few things, get some more area modifiers, I think. I probably should have taken the armor. We are going to start taking incidental damage relatively soon. Okay, so we got another green one here. We need to collect 10 void fragments. And yes, you could just speed run these, I guess. And those green crystals are your healing items. I do remember those. Okay, so that's the end of that group. We go for replaces skills with passive power-ups. We could applying brittle. I think if brittle... Oh, I think I pressed the wrong button there. I pressed T instead of Q. But I think brittle is another one that boosts our armor piercing. As far as these go, let's go for expansive. Now we need to start getting our magnet stuff because things are going to be out of our range. Amount of rage you gain while your health is below 30%. We're not going below 30% ideally, so I'm not going to grab that. We're going to go with critical chance up because we will eventually need crits to just stay up with everything. Cast frequency on attack speed for that versus just cast frequency in general. I think just cast frequency in general is important. We're not leaning into any one specific skill just yet. Obviously, if we want to go like super long haul, we want to, but right now, not as much. Okay, so out of these, brittle, if we look at that, increases damage taken by 991 for 5 seconds on the enemies. And it lasts for 5 seconds, so we can start doing those quite a bit. I think the one we would want to replace is we actually like these. Bulwark, finesse, and prowess is what we're going to be building up on. So I think, honestly, all of our current ones work a lot better. And it's colossal, which increases the area modifier for a bit, but I think we're just going to go with passives. We go with... Let's get a little bit of speed going. We don't need it just yet, but... As you can see, we are killing things rather reliably. We have 2 blues. I'm going to come get this one over in the corner. We're not getting a lot of XP doing this, but this should be something for us to kind of mess with. And blue, I think, is the stronger bosses. Let's go ahead and grab that. And since we've started leaning into critical chance, let's go ahead and get critical damage up. Now, if I remember correctly, you can multi-crit, but I might be thinking of a different game. Definitely going with the damage increase. Big boost to damage is always welcome. T. We'll grab our magnetic now. And we'll start getting that leveled up so we can grab things further away. Every time you apply finesse, you have a chance to gain bulwark. That is actually handy. This is whenever you start building into synergies. This game does actually do a decent amount of synergy things, where you have things kind of cross-populating with each other. By the end of one of my longer runs, we actually had them focused on essentially having it where you have everything proccing everything else. So it's just this big circle of buffs that keeps increasing. But that, and we also had it where it applied status effects that cross-pollinated in... Ooh, none of those are terribly useful for me. Subdue is... It's boost by finesse, but we're not leaning into that for more damage. I think we already have... Yeah, we just want it for attack speed boosts at the moment. Critical chance, yes. Yeah, we had so many cross populations of stuff that it was just constantly applying ridiculous nonsense. Cast frequency, I think, is going to be the best one here. Just so we're spamming faster. And yes, things will get a bit flickery at a point. I think there are anti-flicker things in this one. Can't remember for certain, but this did feel like one of the more responsible Survivor likes. And it actually does have some pretty interesting stuff going on about it. And I am liking it. Feels a lot better than it did before. Let's go with lethality. Get that crit chance up. Looks like we have 9 of 10 void fragments. We're gonna go ahead and grab... Ooh. I'm going to keep going with magnetic because I don't want to have to wander too much. And yes, we actually, if I remember correctly, we do want to break these little yellow stones. Those give us upgrade materials if I remember correctly. I could be misremembering. Oh, and I don't have constrain. Do I have the option? General. Do I have lock to screen? Controls? Doesn't look like I have it. Pause on focus loss, physics CPU limit, disable mod. I actually, that would not be bad. I could do some things on here. Let's turn on auto aim. But it looks like there isn't one here to lock me to screen. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Unless I'm just overlooking it. And yes, you can actually set it where you get to choose whenever you level up, but I prefer it just popping this up. Makes me happy. As far as our chance of multicast, chance is 108%. So we already guarantee a double cast. Skills of type slam. I don't think we actually have. I don't think we have any slam type skills, do we? Doesn't look like it. So let's go ahead and take powerful strikes then out of those. We don't have rerolls to really do anything with them, so it's fine. And yes, breaking the yellow ones, really important for me. We'll deal with it in just a minute. Critical chance plus 20% or area modifier. We're going to go with critical chance. We'll start getting blocks relatively soon. And I'm going to go after the purple one down here because I have a feeling that's going to be more of a reward. That means we want to go this way. Yeah, purple is the hard one. Got some demons on crosses. That's kind of creepy. Okay, so this is probably the highest challenge we can get here. Is 4 void orbs. Let's go with... Ooh, shockwave totem. That one is slightly tempting. It does decent damage. Units per cast. That might be more useful. Which one of these do we actually take out of it? We don't really have a huge damage multiplier on that one. We do get prowess from a number of our skills. We get finesse and prowess. Bulwark and finesse. I think we go ahead and get rid of this for Shockwave Totem. Just to stun things. And we are going to go ahead and take a magnetic. And we'll take multicast chance. Skip that one. Skill type slam. So this one's swing. That's a slam. We have 1, 2. So we have 1 there. 2 type slams. If you're wondering, it's skill type down there. Ends up casting another of your current skills with type Earth instantly. We only have 1 Earth, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and just go with... I'm going to go with greater AoE. Powerful strikes. Cast frequency. Skip that one. Let's go with... Oh! Yes, skill chain. And that is the end of this area. It does suck them all in. And we didn't take any damage on that, which is nice. Yes, we do have dashes. You can get more. We only have 1 right now. And I don't know if this is going to be sending us into the realm of getting... multiple dungeons, or if we're going to just have a handful for the tutorial segment. Sometimes games like this...
One door, one king, one last kill. Let's finish this!
Yeah, sometimes games like this will just have you do a single area early on and don't challenge you to see how deep you can go. Later on, we will. Okay.
Weaver! Oathbreaker! How long have you been corrupted?
I am no traitor, barbarian, only able to see what you could not. We were never meant to contain the Great Void. We were meant to belong to it.
Faithless coward! First I will end your treachery, and then destroy the Void King!
Stubborn, as always. Come, barbarian. I will show you the true depths of absolute power.
Can we defeat them? Probably not. Although it doesn't seem impossible. We can see. Just dodging around. Whoop! Yeah, this is definitely... Oh, we took some damage there. Trying not to, but it looks like they are going to, yeah. Rip me a new one. Let's go ahead and take another point in that skill chain just to increase the chance. And yeah, we lost.
No one escapes. Not a single living thing.
I think part of that is because it's designed around locking you into this room. We could have ground for a little bit and actually beaten that, I think. It didn't seem like it was set to be impossible.
Something is wrong. It is taking too long. I must find a way to reopen the portal and face the Void King.
And now we have this character. Yeah, you only have the barbarian right now. We can start unlocking other ones. I forget what the requirements are. You need to complete an achievement to unlock that character. So basically, there's a lot of characters to go through. You can get some big uns, You can get some little ones. Get some... Actually, are there any kind of like really... These are more than normal size. Are there any little ones? But there is a decent variety of classes in this. We're going to go for a normal run in a little bit. I think out of all of these, I kind of want to unlock this guy. He's a little dude in a machine. It's awesome. Blacksmith. We can actually do some crafting. We need to reach level 10 with the Barbarian, which is not hard to do. I probably could have done that back there, but I didn't want to have you guys linger in that. As far as runes, we don't actually have access to these yet, but they're basically... This is all your meta progression. This expands out. There is a lot to do in this game. So you can keep going forever. We'll probably have a lot of videos over this as I keep diving into it, if it's received well. If not, I'm just going to keep playing it off camera. But let's go ahead and jump in on another little round here, because we only did about 30 minutes there. We can go Void Fields or unlock other areas. Required achievement, disrupt the whole ritual of sin in the unholy cathedral. We probably should have ground more. Let us fight. And yeah, it's a bit of a journey. As you can see, this is back to the more traditional layout. Okay, so we have Things of the Void. You notice we are a lot weaker than we were when we started the other one. That is by design. A lot of these will do that. I just need to get all my Munai so I can level up. There we go. Now we're picking stuff up. Yeah, getting past these guys can be a little bit of a trial whenever you're doing the Barbarian. I can't say I really like the Barbarian start very much. I usually ran magic casters early on where I actually had range so I could kite them around and go in and get the stuff by building the bundle and then going around. Let's go ahead and get our area modifier. So we can kill these guys not necessarily faster, but more at once. And yes, we'll be able to get probably upgrades after this run. But this is the journey to get back to the Big Ugly. Looks like we've got an item up there for harvesting. I'm so preferring this mini-map over what they had before. Before, they didn't have nearly as much in the way of the mini-map. Like last time I played, it actually didn't have a indicator as to where the crystals were or anything like that. Now, we do. As far as skills go, do we want to stick with finesse and bulwark? Gain, and that's piercing. We could go with that. I think we actually want to go with, out of these, let's go like let's go like with a weird caster take on this. Become a caster barbarian. As you can see, it hits a lot of things. And you can see we only have 120 life, so we have to be a little bit more careful about it. Let's go with critical chance. And yeah, if we want that, we can get some life from it. It just heals us. There we go. Magnetic out of those is probably the most important, so I can gather these faster. Getting magnetic up is something that is pretty much essential in all of these types of games. Don't have any good ones here. Bulwark and finesse, double slash it is. And we have, I think that is actually a boss. Thankfully, it's not a tough boss, but it's a boss nonetheless. Is it? Not really a boss. It gave us money. As far as these go, none of these really make me happy. Armor power is probably what I'm going to pick. Just because we have to dive in to get a lot of these. There's, I think, a boss. Let's go with expansive. We need to go get our damage up relatively soon, but that's not going to be that hard to do. There's the first guardian. We already took damage. That sucks. Can I actually make progress? Ah, no, you bastard with lightning. So we're going lightning, so we're going to go Thunderstrike here. So the fact that we're this far out means that... Okay, yeah, we can just circle the bastard. Eliminate them to summon a lord. Magnetic. Relentless. Gain form and haste. Apply bleed is probably more important. Increases the critical chance by 1%. So, yeah, flurry. Go for it. Multicast starting up. Oh, but cast frequency. Yeah, cast frequency out of those is pretty nice. Damage modifier. Let's go for a... So right now we have Whirlwind, Chain Lightning. So we have basically a Lightning, Bulwark, and Finesse going on here. But I'm not really going for that. It's magic. And I think that shows how many overlaps of types we have. So this is area... What is the overlap between those? Are these all physical, magical? Oh, it's physical and magical. This is both. That would be why. Since we're going with a caster barbarian, we're going to go Earth Bolt. Chance of another type of your skills of thrust. Do I actually have any thrust? That's thrust. So each time I cast that, I have a chance of doing flurry and applying bleed. I think multicast starting in on that is where I want to be, though. So now we're starting to get the faster boys. And mini bosses. Attacks may now apply... Oh, this is just a chance to bleed. Yes. Applying status effects to enemies is important in this. I do remember that. And we do want to get the harvestables from a given region. So I need to keep an eye out for those stones, like what we have in the top right. This does not work with our lightning. That does. But what would I replace it with? Right now it looks like... Can I rearrange these? I cannot. We're going lightning into flurry. We have those for bulwark and finesse. So this is probably the one that is easiest to get rid of. And I think armor shatter might be more useful for us because it speeds up our casting of other stuff. So we'll take that instead. Okay, so I'm starting to see way more of the rocks. More magnetic. We're going to need kill power pretty soon, but magnetic is getting us our stuff. Area of effect or bloodshed. I hate going with this, but yeah, we'll just go with more bloodshed. Everything cause bleed. So we have prowess coming from that. And this, we have something I think that gives us thrust. A thing. Skill breakdown. So electrified, chain lightning, whirlwind is doing a bit. Generally speaking, armor shatter is... I mean, our whirlwind and double slash are not doing a lot of DPS. And so we could get rid of those, but they are our defensive boosts. I honestly think that we get rid of this in favor of the stun. And yes, circling around them is generally the best strategy. We're going to go with powerful strike, some more damage. Chance of multicast up. Oh, lightning bolt. Yes. Direct damage caused by the skill is multiplied by 3 on critical strikes. So that, I think, goes in the place of our double slash. So there. We'll go with... Out of these, I think I'm actually going to get some health. A magnetic up. None of those seem particularly interesting. We're going to go with a multicast on that because it's probably the best thing there. Area of effect. General multicast versus magnetic. We're going to grab magnetic again. Quick strike. I think we might end up doing that instead of... Here, I'm going to turn off auto aim. We're going to take that instead of whirlwind. We've basically given up all of our defensive boosts. So we're going to have to start taking those as level ups, but we've boosted our killing power significantly. At least I thought we were going to. Apparently our whirlwind was doing more good than I thought it was. Because I am not seeing these die nearly as quickly. No rerolls. I'm going to go ahead and grab another max health up. Let's go get some of these rocks. And yes, we are going to be a lot weaker than we were in that tutorial segment. I do wonder what happens if you beat that the first time around. I might try to do that one time, because I do have other save slots I can kind of mess around with. Okay. Every time you apply form, you gain a chance to get haste. Yes, please. Getting all these chains working towards us. Should have another boss spawning in a few seconds, in fact. So I'm going to go down. Go ahead and skip active skills. Area modifier on all skill types thrust, which is those two. That is actually going to be a grab. Let's go hit these real quick before he finishes summoning. We do have a healing spot over there. We're going to go with... Are we going a crit build? I think we're going with a damage increase. As far as this goes, multicast. Just don't want to be in the little circles over there. Area modifier on lightning, or we just go more armor power. I think we need to go more armor power. Our chance of multicast is not bad. I think we go with that. And we'll go with just a general cast frequency boost. Because we want to be spamming this stuff as fast as possible. Gonna leave the healing one alone over there. Probably should have taken Agile there. Because we are going to hit the point where things are just going to be running faster than us, even with the haste that we have going on here. So that's going to suck a little bit. And apparently we cannot save the green crystals. They expire after a little bit, I guess. Get rid of you guys. Get rid of you. Yeah, we're getting rid of the mini bosses, unfortunately. We could go with that one. We could just go with bigger projectiles in general. I think we actually do go with that, just so we have a clear path of just ripping through enemies. I want that big swath. And yes, there is a lot going on, but it is pretty fair about it. Like, us just wandering through a group of enemies, there isn't that contact damage issue. I'm going to get more damage on the shockwave because it is pretty much our only AoE indiscriminate kind of one right now. The lightning helps with AoE control, but it's not the only one. Go ahead and grab you. That one in the top left is just leaving itself alone. That is unfortunate for me. Because I do want to go grab it, but at the same time, we'd have to give up a lot of XP for that. I do wonder how much grinding we could have done before. What was with it? I don't know why it's like randomly just stopping casting spells every now and then. Oh, here's another guy. Here's the damage of all your electric skills. Yes. Okay, we'll get you. Make monsters to summon a lord. We have one more lord to go. So thrust, those are ones that we actually care about. So lightning and thrust are kind of where we're leaning. But I think... yeah, we'll just keep going damage there. Magnetic up. Chance of blocking... how good is our blocking, though? Block power. You currently have a 0.0% chance to block attacks. I mean, sure, why not? Let's see what that gave us. 3.8% chance. Okay, so it's diminishing returns. There's probably no way to get 100%. Probably like getting Magic Find in Diablo 2. Okay, and it looks like we are killing at a reasonable pace again. I would like more. So I would take the Relentless. Because if it's just a steady stream of doom, haha, I'll be very happy. Oh, we took some damage. Please don't hit me with... god damn it. These guys are dicks. What is this? Apparently, I think there was a healing item there, but... don't know what this thing is. We're about to find out. Let's go with more health. I think it's as long as I'm in here killing things near it, it does something. Yeah, I think I need to kill a certain number of enemies. Yeah, there we go. Wasn't sure what that was. It was sticking around for a while. Let's go with area modifier. Get ourselves all of them there gems. This is the only earth skill we have. I think we go with the area modifier then. Having a chance to drop the totem would be nice, but... we're not doing much versus the bosses, which is making me nervous. Well, the mini bosses. They do spawn more the longer we're in here. And yes, there's probably speedrunning people who can get through this in like 10 seconds. Go with powerful strikes, a little bit more damage never hurts. I would like to get a rare one of those, but I doubt it's going to happen. Our reach on our magnetism is not great. I was expecting it to be bigger. I'm gonna go grab this while you are summoning yourself. There we go. Chaos Bringer, cool. Oh, there's my mouse. Lost my mouse for a second there. Eliminate level 1 of the Void in Scorching Valley in a single match. Yay! We got 10 achievements. Oh, we completed it in less than 12 minutes. Sweet. As far as what we got from this, I'm going to go with more magnetism. For each skill you have with electric, improve your skills without the electric. So critical chance on our actual, like, normal damage skills instead of our control skills? Sure. Gladly take that. Return through the portal. Oh, we don't actually have a choice. Okay. Level 5 in a single match. Yep. Just letting those roll by. But this one, usually, if I remember correctly, you'll have a choice of which of these you go through. Okay, so we got all those. Barbarians leveling up. Not a ton. We did get some Soulstones, and we got some materials for upgrades. Back to the menu. Just showing off the stuff that I know about in this. They've added things since then. So now we can do things with the characters, such as unlock them for these resources, which we have a bit. I remember actually liking the Pyromancer. It's reduced health, but it does increase damage and area of effects. He's just all buffs. As far as that one, maximum health, damage modifier, extra health per crystal, interesting, area modifier. But he be slower. We need to kill a crap ton of enemies for you. But yeah, I think the one that I ran with a lot was this guy. I don't remember what he's called, though. Blacksmith, we don't have level 10, so we can't craft that, but that increases... That, well, no, that gives us access to unique skills. Okay. That are unique to the weapon. Runes, we haven't done anything with. We will eventually. Just not yet. And skill tree, we actually have points to mess with. So that's 500. So we can actually, we could have improved these. No, we couldn't because we didn't get resources. Never mind. So increase maximum health, increase your movement speed, or increase your damage modifier. Number of dashes, area modifier. Recover 1 health points every time you level up. Increases your critical chance by an additional %. Increases your critical damage. And then we have... Increases the runic power of all your characters by 1. We need 50 grand. We're not going to get that today. We're probably not going to be showing off too many of the runes. But you can see there is a crap ton of achievements. 415 achievements, as any good survivor-like should have. Let's go ahead. Let's get aggressive. Do I bother unlocking another character? Is a question. Kinda wanna. Go ahead and take him. Leaves us with just a little bit of resources. Not enough to really do anything, though, except for increased health or increased speed. And there we go. That's all we can improve. So we got 3 and 5. We can also refund. Ta-da, you can go like that. But I think I want to go ahead and just grab as much of that as possible. And we'll even get one of the health ones. Why not? And we can eventually get over here and health I think there's a health regen over here somewhere. But I don't... Actually, I am wrong. It does not. But yeah, these give us the ability to upgrade these to their peak. In case you're curious. Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll do another fight, but we'll do it with the Pyromancer this time. Character stats. Weapon stats. Central tree stats. We can just turn those off. Interesting. To equip rune... Yeah, we need to actually unlock runic power, but that's probably not going to happen this time. This is all healing. That would not be bad. And elite enemies now have extra health and armor power. Extra health and armor power. There's a 2% chance of a meteor falling near your position. That would be a dick move. We have to actually enable all of these. Except for one, I believe. To get this. Of course, we can also just do this one. But I'm going to go ahead and fight here. We'll do Lifeless Void. And Revenge of the Void. That seems reasonable. We beat it the first time pretty easily. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Apply that burn. Yeah, each enemy we kill, I think, provides us with soul stones as well. In addition to the XP, of course. Just saw something shoot across the screen towards me. I think that was one of the meteors. And yeah, sadly, I don't think we're going to get to show off the ruins here. So we're going to go with a movement speed modifier. Just because we are ranged, so it's going to benefit us a little bit more. To not be hugging enemies. And I think if memory serves, there is like an endless mode that we eventually get into. Because I know that each of those spawn a different portal. So let's see. What's the next one we want? We already have a Fire Missile Frontal Magical. This is Fire Missile Frontal Magical as well. And it applies weakness and burn. I don't know what Radiance does. When you cast a skill, consume 12 stacks of Radiance to release a powerful beam of energy in the direction you are aiming at, dealing heavy damage and applying fragility. It lasts for 120 seconds. So it gains 2 of those, so every 6th shot of that we actually gain something. Causing damage and based on the number of stacks of Doom on the target. It doesn't apply Doom, it bases it off of it. I think we're going Fire as our base. Increases the damage modifier of all fire skills. Yes. Although cast frequency might be nicer. Let's only select fire skills if it gives me the opportunity to do it. I would not mind that. I don't think there's enough fire skills in our repertoire right now to do that, but maybe. And grab. We'll go with multicast. Well, the game is getting a little bit loud with the music right now. Throws a chaotic projectile in the air in front of you. Random damage traits chaotic and impactful. Chaotic, whenever the skill is used, you have a 100% chance of casting another one of your current skills instantly. Cannot happen for multicast and cannot trigger the chaotic trait in other skills. Okay, interesting. So basically, it summons another thing. Okay, impactful increases it based on range. Releases arcane projectiles that move randomly, causing damage and gain radiance. We might go with that. Chaotic seems fun, but the beam seems more fun. So we'll grab this. And I am going to turn on auto aim on this character. Yes, I turn it on and off depending on which character I'm running. This one just needs to be casting at the closest. It does AoE. Kind of wish we had a slightly better AoE, say like a Nova of some sort, but as it stands, we're fine. We'll go with pickup range. maybe we don't want that on. Ouch. I did not want to get hit by that. Damage modifier, yes. I kind of wanted the AoE boost, but not guaranteed to work for me. We do have a boss out here. Flame Wave! Yes. Auto pick. And whenever we kill him, it should give us a magnet. Let's go for area modifier. There you go, bud. And we are going to go increases the area modifier of all your skills in fire. Yes. It's given me all Doom. Applying Doom and increases damage based on Doom. This, if I remember correctly, is a build that I went for whenever I was testing this back in early access. Bunch of arcane skills. Not arcane, shadow skills. I think we're going to go with the Void. Because that has a magnetism thing. It's probably going to be one we're going to replace, but... Missile. This damage modifier of arrow skills type missile. If a skill does not cause damage, the potency of its effect will be increased instead. You know what? Sure, we have a few missile things on that. I'm not sure which of these I would want. I guess we could go with Doom. Although we do have a missile boost. Electrified. I think we want to actually go with the lightning bolt. I want to be summoning those nonsense things. Suck in the enemies. Do it. Do it. I need cast speed up is what I need. We have not been getting those as drops lately. That's Arcane Sparks. I want it for all skills, thank you. Keep applying Doom on the bastards. And yes, getting a bunch of cross-pollinating stuff is nice. We're going to go with Fiery Amplification right now. Our cast speed is atrocious. I do need to go get some resources from up there for crafting later. Summons a Chaos Golem that causes damage to nearby enemies. Chaotic Explosion. I think we just go ahead and keep moving forward. Expansive. Need those AoEs. I don't know if there's another one of those big crystal things on this map. We'll try and see if we can spot one. And yes, our burn is basically going through and clearing out a bunch of stuff for us behind us. It's kind of nice. Because I guarantee you we are killing stuff in the background. Cast frequency or multicast. I think we go for multicast. Cast frequency was one of the things I said I wanted, but we're going fire, so we need that to be cast more frequently. And yes, there's things you can chain with those. Attacks may now apply Doom. Yeah, we want status effects going. So everything we do can apply Doom. Combustion emits an aura that applies burn to nearby enemies, or Firewalk leaves a trail behind you. I think we go with Firewalk instead of Lightning first. Here comes the next boss. Out of these, I think we actually want the movement speed up. Wouldn't have minded larger AoEs. For each skill you have the type fire. Improve your skills without the type fire. No. Spontaneous combustion. All your attacks may now apply burn. Yes. Because we always want more burn. And I just dodged into that. That sucks. Combustion. Yes. I think we grab that instead. Get out of the circle. Increases the damage modifier or cast frequency. Or just bigger. Let's make bigger. Area of effect or damage. We go with unbreakable, actually. Large meteor. Burn and stun. Yes. We are now all fire. We are a pyromancer. We need to stick with fire. Increases the area modifier of all your skill types fire. That is all of them. So now we are just all burninating. Yoink. Damage of every burn we apply? Why, yes, thank you. Past that. We'll take the agility, even though I kind of wanted the other one. I will go with block power. Vicious strikes, yes. So guaranteed crit on first hit. Let's go get ourselves some of the stuff around here. Yeah. As long as we're running away, we're fine. Watch us end up with some fire immune enemies or something like that fairly soon. I'm going to skip active skills. And we're going to go ahead and boost damage on that. As you can see, pretty much anything that comes into the yellow circle immediately gets enough burn to kill it. Which works for me. Get you. And yes, I will be going after the crystals as soon as I notice them up there. Because, if you didn't know, I am a loot goblin, and that is loot. And yes, I think it refreshes every few times. If we got an AoE where... I am slightly curious if we can get that yellow circle to fill the entire screen. Because no, we can't zoom out or in. I am going to go with attack speed on the fire trail. Oh, that guy didn't go immediately down. That sucks. And we have boss spawning. I'm going to go ahead and grab that while we're here. There's the boss. Oh, it's a guy that is literally my... mirror. Great. Wonderful. Burn, bitch. All my attacks already apply burn, but I'll gladly take it. Actually, no, we're going to take a critical chance up. Burn you apply. And I think we go for Flame Wave damage modifier. Doom. Doom is handy. It's not something that I'm going to reject. Let's just kill nonsense a little bit faster. Isn't that the goal of everything in this game, though? And I need to not be running into attacks. I've done that a few times just now. There you go. Burninating. I am Trogdor, I just realized. Yay. Okay, so we have that item down there. Pretty much, I'm not paying attention to the crystals. Unless I am... as far as, like, the actual XP crystals, that is. I'm not paying attention to those so much until there's a boss, because we get to suck them all in at the boss anyway. So right now, my goal is literally just don't die, bitch. We'll go with expansion, bigger AoEs, because we're trying to see if we can cover the screen in yellow. Burn things before they even reach us. Seems like a plan, right? I do like that our dash is a fairly quick refresh. Yes, it's limited right now, but I think we're fine. Is there another one? Does that thing just always spawn up here? Ouch. I don't think it does. I think that was a crystal on the map. Yeah, it doesn't just spawn up here. Some games like this do have items like that that just spawn, so you can just farm them. And yes, we have guys resistant to fire right now, I think. And I did not get out of the way in that in time. Okay, so he's just gonna get angry. That's fine. Can you not kill me in the process of me killing you? I think we just got a heal crystal as well in there. Just somehow smashed it without even noticing it. Movement speed up, yes. Powerful strikes or multicast. I think we go for multicast. We go for magnetic. We go for crit chance 16. Make it bigger or crit chance. Make it bigger. Everything must burn. That is the rule. Of course, we're in the middle of a desert doing fire damage. I don't really expect us to be, like, the most successful build ever. And we are no longer one-burning them. Like, single burn killing them, but getting close enough. Yoink. And really, weirdly enough, I am probably running into stuff mostly because I am looking at the map more than I am looking at the enemies, which is not necessarily the best strategy. Ouch. Yeah, I ran into that. That was my own fault. It was a tornado. It's my instinct to run towards it. Okay. I'm going to scratch my back real quick because all of a sudden I felt itchy. Probably a mosquito bite or something. But what do we want out of these? Critical chance? I think out of all of these, critical chance is probably the best. And yes, back scratcher is God's greatest. Lethality. I need to actually grab more health next time it pops up. I will forget, but I need to. Oh, there's a healing crystal. Let's go get it. Give me them their heals. Yoink. Gonna need those until I get that healing set up. Jeez. You can definitely see the huge swath of things trying to kill me. It's fine. Huge cluster over there. We should be able to get up one more level before we face the boss, as I thought I ran into something there. I guess I didn't. Yeah, those guys are proving to be a pain in the ass. These big boys that just don't take any fire damage from me. Their little cousins are not so bad. The big boys are. Multicast, yes. I need to spam spells more. There's what I want. Yoink. Now, if I can avoid taking too much unnecessary damage, I think we're almost there. Yeah, we're 580 out of 600. Oh, I think... No, the meteor did hit me. It just didn't do a ton of damage. Okay, so where is the last boss? There he is. Incarnation of Ice versus... I'm essentially the incarnation of Fire. That works out like a champ. There's too much stuff going on here for me to really keep track of it all. I need the garbage to not be there. Got him. Let us go with... Actually, just regular area of effect first. Critical chance up. Armor power. Expansive. Now we choose a portal. So we have infinite mode or back. Go deeper. We must go deeper. I'm not sure if it'll act... Oh, we're in the ice area now. Cool. This is what I was built for. A little bit of murder. Haven't seen any of the rocks spawn, so we're just dodging stuff for now. And we definitely need to boost our damage. We are not meeting that damage quota. Flame Wave, Relentless, or Fiery Amplification. Fiery Amplification. I think we go ahead and grab Relentless. I need faster cast. I need these things to be ticking faster. There we go. Only 400 to get our first Lord to spawn is interesting. I forget how much I have unlocked on the first playthrough I did, because that's the one that I was doing most of the stuff on. Oh, we're going to go for multicast. What is our multicast chance? 32%. Ugh. That's gross. I would like a lot more. We're going to go with Fateful Strikes, because if they die faster, I don't have to worry about getting hit more. And yeah, status effects, survival things. Oh god, now we have ranged bastards. We're there. We are at that point. Let's go with multicast chance. Get that up to 40%, I think. Damage modifier is very tempting. But we're just taking the generally good stuff. Trying to avoid the trap skills, although I can't guarantee that. I mean, combustion bigger, yes please. Prophetess. Hi. Let's go with expansive or cast frequency. Expansive. Nice little bump to... Oh god, we took half of our life in a single hit. Jesus. Okay, be a little bit more careful, Alzorath. Okay. Multicast? Or Flame Wave? I think we go with multicast. Getting double casts on things is a big boon. Damage reduction 4, yes. Area of effect on Flame Wave, or just... We'll go with a generic one. More health. I said I needed that. Armor power or burn. We'll go armor power. Relentless for more cast speed. Because we basically want to be constantly casting. That's generally what you want in this type of game. You do not want gaps between your attacks, because that's where enemies will slip through and damage you. And I could use a heal crystal game. Gonna give me one by any chance? Probably not. Let's go with a magnetic. Oh, there's a normal crystal, not a healer. We are reaching the edges of the screen with our AoE. You can actually tell where our position on the screen is from that as well, which is kind of nice. Yeah, with a position on the screen, we can tell that we actually are positioned a little bit closer to the bottom than the top, which does change how you should probably play it. It means you should be going up towards the top. What is our block power right now anyway? 10.7%? And what is it now? 13.8. Okay. Chance to block. I think we just had a healer spawn inside of our circle. One of the advantages of AoEs. Oh. I think we go with the Firewalk one out of these. What is our armor, by the way? Reduces damage by 5.7. Rather have flat reduction because right now the damage is high enough that it's probably going to wreck our face if we get hit enough. And a flat reduction is a little bit easier to apply. With an armor. I know it's not the best, but out of those, I think it's probably going to work for our playstyle more. There's the first boss. Let's go ahead and apply more burn. Oh, he a metal boy. I mean, yes, legendary. And damage modifier. Yoink. Okay, Fateful Strike's kind of a nice one to still have. I think we need more health, though. Critical chance up to 36%, yes. Block power, yes. Mitigate as much damage as possible. We should be able to get a decent number of upgrades off of this one because we're currently at 17,000 blues gained in just since that thing has popped down. I don't know if that's our totals. I don't think it is. And yes, we do take less healing. We need to be aware of that. And I don't think I've seen... Has the yellow circle gone down at all? I've been too focused in letting my eyes dry out on the middle of the screen. Area of effect. Oh, that is... type area. Combustion is not type area. But yeah, that seems like an okay one. Okay, so that's not bad. Next boss we encounter should be good for getting us all the resources we're leaving behind up there, but I am moving down. Mainly because it gives me some semblance of safety, I guess. Welcome to the Firelands. Where are you summoning at, friend? We're going to go ahead and take cast frequency up. I probably should have taken agility there, but at the same time, I want these things spamming more so we get burn and we can just walk the hell away. And yes, he is trying to apply as much ice on the field as possible to keep me from moving around. Area modifier up. Increase the range of that. Ouch. Okay, so we got rid of the Lord. Let's go ahead and take his stuff. We'll take cast frequency. Relentless. Area modifier. It looks like we will be able to get the yellow to be a full screen, provided we don't die first, which is more of a distinct possibility than us reaching that point. Okay, so it looks like we're at triple casts for that. The flame wave, that is. I don't really need to be aiming very much. We are just trying to stay away from stuff. But yeah, this kind of game I do find very cathartic, and it's cathartic in a different way than some of the other games I cover. You'll notice that I mention catharsis a lot when playing games, and that is because it scratches a different mental itch. Auto battlers are more of a strategy thing. Tactics games scratch an itch because I can sit there and think about stuff. This one scratches a little bit of a dopamine thing where it's just one more run kind of situations where I am trying to get X, Y, and Z resources built up. Multicast for generic. Looks like we're doing okay. I have a feeling the next level will probably be the death of us. Our current run has gone for about 20 minutes. According to the thing in the top right, I think that's just movement time. I don't think that is selection time. Yeah, it doesn't count selection time. Which one of these do we want? I think multicast, because that actually deals straight damage, does it not? Yeah, it deals straight damage. Not a ton, but it deals it. What is our DPS on that, by the way? Flame Wave is nowhere near our top one. Firewalk is. Combustion. Firewalk and Combustion are our big ones. Meteors are our weakest one, but it does a bunch of stun and stuff, so I'm not as concerned about that. Healing wise, we've just gotten heal crystals. You can get healing through other methods, but I don't remember what they are. I know there was a class that I played before, and maybe it doesn't even exist in the same form or fashion, that was able to replenish its life. Critical chance. Fallen King, go down. Fallen King, go boom. Out of these, I'm going to grab some health. We're going to go with Area of Effect. That is our highest damage skill, so a damage boost to it is a good thing. We have one more Void Lord to deal with. Hopefully we will get a healing crystal soon, because I might die at this boss if I don't. I don't know which boss it's going to be off the top of my head, but there's only a few actual bosses in this game, so. So let's just drop all the loveliness behind us. Yeah, our build right now is literally run away and they will die. That is our build. We don't care about going at enemies. We care about just moving away from them and having them follow us. We'll get the magnet at each boss kill regardless. Combustion, yes please. Yoink. I love that combustion is killing those things. At least I think it's combustion. It might be flame wave. Both are massive pains in the butt. And I do appreciate that the flame wave is not so bright that it's causing me to get a headache or anything. No, I don't have epilepsy, but I still don't want to sit there staring at a bright flashing screen. As far as the I guess max health. And mostly I'm just trying to keep track of where their little red zones appear. Come on. Oh, there's a healing spot. Can I grab it? Yes. I think I took a little damage grabbing it, but that's fine. Do we go for a larger area modifier, critic chance, or damage? I think we go for damage modifier. Because we actually do have damage. Oh, he's the incarnation of fire. Great. You are me. I'm not going to be able to tell your fires from my fires, which makes this absolutely wonderful. Let's go with fiery amplification. We're going burn, so we might as well. Damage reduction, yes. Area cast rate. Multicast on that would have been nice, but I wanted the other one. And I think we have time for one more area, so I'll jump in on that. Reach prestige level 5 with the Pyromancer. Cool. As we truly live as a Pyromancer. Everything must burn. Everything is yellow. Can't sing that song, copyrights. But you know what I'm talking about. Area modifier must be bigger. I have to say, against this background, the fire flashes are a little bit more prominent. Multicast, magnetic. I think we go with magnetic. It boosts the amount of XP we get, too. That's another reason for grabbing it. Cast frequency, yes. Everything just gets immediately set to, like, death levels of burn. And I love that. Brings me joy. Hello, Plague Boy. Go and get some damage boost. I mean, XP boost there. Let's grab that. I think we go for more spontaneous combustion for just like fire damage on top of fire damage. I'm curious how many stacks of burn we are doing. Over 600 just in a few seconds. Multicast chance of all fire skills. I mean, yes, please. Combustion could go up. Powerful strikes, I think, is the best one out there, although armor power is tempting. Expansive, rare versus resilient. Go with expansive. Damage modifier. There we go. Oh, and another one just right off the bat. Sure, I'll take a uncommon fiery amplifier. That series of levels up ramped us up like crazy. I'm going to come for this over here on the right. Multi-chest chance. Hi, guys. How you guys doing over here? I got to kill a bunch of you around this crystal to actually get it working for me, so enjoy my blaze. I think we are starting to see it actually tax my system slightly. with all the fire entities. We'll go with... Let's go with some more max health. We're already summoning the next Lord of the Void. Is he going to count towards this? Probably. Critical chance. Max health. So we took a lot of damage in there. Area of effect. So we don't even have to look at enemies now. Bigger. Powerful strikes. Pass frequency. Magnetic. See if we can get a heal anywhere. Now that we've almost got the screen all yellow. Oh, it's another one. Sure, I'll take it. Now I need to be making sure I don't take random damage, because that will suck for me. We took a lot of random damage getting this last one. Fiery amplification, get more burn on them. Let's go with armor power to reduce damage coming in. More max health. Seems like a good thing to go for. We have a heal down here, so we'll take it. We don't even have to get on the same screen as our heals, by the way. I wonder if I can just, like, save mid-run and come back to this. It'd be tempting. We might just have to have a stream of this today instead of Legend of Dragoon. Let's see. I think we go for burn up. Armor. Magnetic. We need things to be proccing off of burn now, so I might need to be on the lookout for that. Wonder if we can get to the point where the screen's no longer yellow because it reaches so far out. We've gone from screen all yellow to screen no longer yellow as a goal. Liking it. Enemies are definitely not appreciating it because they're getting knocked down by the meteors and just dying to burn. Which works for me. More expansive. No, I think we actually get some Fateful Strikes going. We want to get some of these other status effects working for us. It's just going to make life easier for me. There's the spawn. Which one are you? Fateful Strikes uncommon or magnetic? Common. I think we go for magnetic for the XP boost. I am going to grab critical chance. Thank you. Yoink. More magnetic. Area effect modifier on the meteor might actually start being useful. That. Yes. How does our damage scale go? Well, we can check real quick. Yeah, Firewalk and Combustion are beyond a shadow of a doubt our core skills. How much burn damage are we doing? Spontaneous Combustion. Doing some work over here. Fateful Strikes as well. Because now we do be spamming. I don't want to give up this run. We are going to continue it. The downside of games like this is I will just get sucked into them and want to do even more. Let's go for multicast. Multipass? No, that's Fifth Element. We might be playing this today on stream. Just to see how far we go in it. That's going to be really weird for you watching this video. But that means there'll be a stream archive for it. We don't even have to see things anymore. Now if I could kill them off screen. Fiery amplification or multicast. I think we go for fiery amplification. We already have a massive multicast going on there. 68% there, but you can see how often our flame wave is proccing. Magnetic. There's the Flame Guardian. Goodbye, fool. We're gonna go for multicast. Oh, that was only one level up from that guy. And can I just save the run? No, I cannot. So I need to go get some stuff done. I will probably just leave this open and we might be streaming this today. I might record some more. So I think I'm going to cut this run off there. We're going to keep going deeper, but I'll do it as a second video. Bye.